Hi, I'm Jen from Zeuner Jewelry. I started my line around 14 years ago when I made a necklace for myself. And I walked into a store in South Beach and the buyer bought it off my neck. And literally, like within 10 days, Cameron Diaz bought it. And she requested more and we would ship them to the store. So it was a really, popular boutique. It launched my career, and that was, as far as small stores. But then I think within 18 months, Cassidy placed a humongous order, and it was probably the loudest I've ever screamed in my life. And I myself was my own sales rep at I literally emailed, and I had a great idea to donate a portion of the proceeds, and she was amazing. And fast forward, now we're in a lot of big stores: Saks, Neiman's, Bergdorf Goodman, Intermix, Nordstrom's. We just launched on Friday, and I'm so happy to be here and so grateful, because I think being on Shop Up and their huge online presence was a very big deal at the time. They were online only, and as we all know, that's basically a big part of probably everyone's business. But now what I'm seeing with all the bloggers and influencers, it's sort of shifted, and we sell directly a lot to the consumer from our Instagram. So I'll post something, or a blogger wears something, or a celebrity, and within minutes people are ordering it on our site. So hello, Kollectin. It's definitely a great formula, definitely destined for success, and I'm so happy to be here. The first time I wanted to give up was, I was physically exhausted. I used to make all the jewelry by myself. We did not have a dining room for 3 years. Everything was made from the dining room. I would go to sleep at 3 in the morning. Sleep was not even important. I just 24/7 making jewelry. And I remember one night at 2 in the morning, I looked at my husband and I'm like, I can't even see anymore. I'm just exhausted. I can't see, I'm tired. And the next day, I was talking about it with my husband, and I was sitting down, the conversation continued, and my son, who I started working when he was 2, he may have been 3.5, heard me saying that I couldn't see, and he went into his room and he got a flashlight, and he stood next to me while I made jewelry and just held he lit up the table. And that made me realize, the kids like seeing their moms work. They like seeing, it's inspiring for kids to see dreams come true, working hard and not giving up even when you're exhausted. So that was, the first one was physical exhaustion. And other times when I wanted to give up is when I feel negative energy. Like when people call you and they're like, oh, did you know this person's copying you, or this store, so you basically have to just stay really centered and really focused and always remember what really intrinsically motivates you, and sort of tune out all the negativity. And I think that goes for any business because it's draining. And when someone says to me, oh, your friend's copying you, can you believe it, blah, blah, I don't want to hear it. That doesn't make me work harder. It doesn't I just don't even want to hear it. So sometimes when you sense negativity, that makes me want to, and sometimes you have a bad season and stores want to send, whatever. But it's, not it's sort of a little bit of a roller coaster, hopefully a lot more highs than lows, but you just have to hang in there and remember what keeps you motivated.
100%.
Right.
Yeah, I do too.
People ask me all the time, is it your voice on Instagram? Is that, and I think people want my voice. They want to
I
see,
agree.
Someone wants now, there's also a direct message, and I try to answer all the direct messages. Sometimes it's hard. But, people will say, oh my goodness, that little post of your daughter not letting you leave the house to go to work made me feel so good because my daughter does the same thing. And by the way, that necklace that you were wearing, when is it going to be back in stock? So it's, it's really nice. It's a really personal connection that you have with your customers. And also, it's really interesting because I'm finding that for our brand, bloggers are more influential than celebrities. I could have Beyonce wear a necklace, and then recently I had a blogger wear a necklace, and we had thousands of people at our site at the same time. And I was like, what's, because I went on Google Analytics. You can also go on Google Analytics. You can see exactly who's on your site, what page, everything. You know exactly what what's attracting people to your site. And I was like, what is going on? There's thousands of people on her site. And sure enough, a blogger, not even on her, it was just on her stories, was talking about the line. She wore the same necklace that Beyonce wore, and she sold tons, hundreds and hundreds. And, because basically when I'm posting Beyonce, it's me posting that Beyonce, Rihanna, whoever is wearing my jewelry. But when it comes from the blogger, I think people really trust these bloggers. If they're sincere and it doesn't come out like they're trying to sell, like it's a hard sell, if it's a sincere endorsement, it's the most valuable sales tool for us right now. And I've never paid a blogger. I was telling Cassidy yesterday, I've never paid a blogger to wear my jewelry. They reach out to us, and so it ends up being a really sincere endorsement. I'll post on the stories, I'll post a picture of me with my mask, my green mask on my face. But then you see my little necklace, and people will comment, ooh, what mask are you wearing? Glam Glow. Oh, I love Glam Glow. And the necklace. Well, you just want to appear, and I mean, it's not intentional. I am sincere, and that's who I am. But you never want to appear like you're selling all the time. You're just living your life. You happen to be wearing great jewelry, so, and it's cool to show that you're not always carrying a Chanel bag. Sometimes, I'll carry a great bag and people will be like, where's that from? And I'll say, oh my God, I got it for $3 at the market, and blah, blah, blah. And people like that. People want to see the high and the low, the mix, the reality, real world. I started with influencers a while back. The big ones, Man Repeller, We Wore What, Something Navy, the Chiara Ferragni. And they all wore my pieces and I never paid them. And they wore them and we sold a lot and it was great. And they still, I tagged, Ami Song of Style. I tagged her yesterday because I was putting all the older pictures and she commented, I love your stuff, I need more, which was amazing to me because I'll send her more stuff. But my conflict is I don't like paying the influencers. Yeah. And now these big, so I'm working now with smaller influencers and it's going great. And I still We wore something maybe 6 months ago. They'll wear my stuff. It's a little bit more difficult to reach them. They got really, really big, the big ones, and they want a lot of money. And I just don't want to pay $5,000 for a post. Okay, I have to be honest. When Cassidy reached out, I was like, yes, whatever, because I'm very, I think you have to stay grateful. And she gave me my first big break. So I'm like, yes, whatever, yes. Because my sales rep reached out and she's like, what is this? Are you sure? I'm like, yes. So we'll make it work. So, and then when I found out what it was after I said yes, which I think is really rare for me to say yes without knowing what it's about, I think it's amazing because I think that's literally the way it's going. When I first started my line, my PR agency said to me, you need to have your own website because you're getting so much press and you're sending it to Saks and you're sending it to Bloomingdale's. And I was like, no, I want my retailers to be happy. I don't need to make retail. She's like, are you crazy? You need your own website. So I resisted getting my own website. The headaches, it's a lot of headaches. It's a lot of hard work. Did my website that was winning the lotto. I had no idea that it was going to be like that. So then I feel like this is, the next step. This is where the future is going. By making it as easy as possible for the consumer to shop. And I don't think it'll get easier than that because you're shopping right from Instagram.